Today we're going to talk about making it easy for your customer. And when you do that, you're making it easy on yourself. So let's get into it. Make things easy. As a professional salesperson, that's a big part of your job, is making things easy for your customer. And that is easy to schedule a call, easy to understand the product, easy to get answers to questions or tech support issues resolved, or streamline the implementation process, whatever. And frankly, a big part, an important part of good sales execution is removing the friction and the difficulty and the resistance that are part of the sales process. And there's certainly plenty of all three when it comes to a purchasing decision. Purchasing decisions can be hard, can be very difficult. And the reason is there's change, there's upheaval, there's risk, there's exposure, and the unknown. You don't know if their decision making, their selection is going to work. There are all these alternatives to evaluate, and of course, there's the cost itself. So you need to ask yourself, what can you do to address each of these areas of resistance, any difficulties that come up in the sales process? Are there documents or other resources that you can have immediately available so you can answer a question quickly and in an effective manner? Are you able to anticipate questions and even share them with the customer ahead of time, and then the corresponding answers? Are you able to explain requirements and the roles and the process and the pitfalls and the various steps you can take to avoid the pitfalls involved with the decision-making process and the implementation and the ongoing operation? Are your emails clear and concise and easy to act on? Are you using an administrative assistant, their administrative assistant? Are you getting that person involved if they have one? And are you making it easy to handle things like scheduling or conference call details? You want to be on the lookout for those situations where difficulty, friction, resistance show up in the customer's sales experience, and work to remove them if you can. And there are going to be situations where you can't. And at least in those situations, you can warn the customer ahead of time. Something as simple as, listen, our contracting process is just torturous. And I'm going to do whatever I can to make it easy, and here are the steps that are going to happen, but it's a pain, and I'll do what I can. And that, as an example, warns them. They know ahead of time. They know what to expect. And that in and of itself makes it just even a little bit easier on the customer. And kind of most important is that these sorts of efforts to take the resistance out and the difficulty out of the sales process for the customer end up having a big payoff for you as a salesperson, because now you've tackled that problem once. The chances are quite good that you're able to eliminate it in future instances. So it actually makes your job easier. And it takes some of the resistance out for you in the sales process. And ultimately, that's part of the role of being a good professional salesperson, is being able to make things easy. And part of that is making the decision easy, is helping the customer make a decision and make that decision easily. And when you're able to do that, everybody wins. Thanks.